A little over 20 years ago, my mother was one of a group of ladies, probably 20 ladies, that all had a family member suffering from Alzheimer's or some form of dementia, and they wanted to raise funds for the Alzheimer's Association. And so they formed a group called Aware. They planned a luncheon. It was at River Oaks Country Club, and it sold out in 5 minutes. They had Nicholas Sparks as the speaker before anybody knew who Nicholas Sparks was. He had written The Notebook. Several years ago, my mom began noticing the signs that she knew all too well from taking care of her mother. And so my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. At first it was just little things. He would get lost or forget things, but progressively it became much more difficult to take care of him. My mom actually became sick, I believe, from the stress of taking care of him. When my mother's friends formed the Aware Auxiliary, their intent was to provide support for people in our community who did not have the resources to put their loved one in a home or hire private help. They knew from personal experience how difficult it was to care for a loved one with dementia, and wanted to provide the resources for others in the community to have that help. It's amazing to see what can grow out of just a few regular people deciding to do something to make a difference. I don't know that these ladies who started Aware a couple of decades ago saw, what it would become today. That the Aware Luncheon has raised well over $4 million for the Alzheimer's Association, and that's a big impact on our community. Today, the Alzheimer's Association, the resources are just so deep and wide. I love the fact that there's a 24/7 hotline that someone can call, because Alzheimer's is very isolating. My mom just stayed home with my dad for 3 years. She had a great support system with our family and friends, but I can only imagine someone who just is at the end of their rope and doesn't understand what's happening and doesn't know what to do, just to be able to pick up the phone and call a hotline anytime. So we're very excited that in 2023, we will have our inaugural Evening of Hope Gala. I believe it's scheduled for April 13th, 2023. It will be an evening event, a different way for supporters to come and learn and interact, but be more of an entertaining evening than a luncheon. The idea is that we will have the gala every other year in the spring, and we will have the luncheon every other year in the fall. So for 2022, we will have the Aware Luncheon in November, and then spring of 2023, we will have the gala. There will not be a luncheon in the November of 23. There will be a luncheon in November of 24, and then a gala in April of 25. And we are just thrilled. Kelly and John Weinzierl have stepped up to the plate to be co-chairs of the first gala, and excited to see how that all plays out.